What is up, everybody? It's your boy Tom here, and I'm back with a sort of a new type of video. I've, you've probably noticed I've been struggling to output at any sort of consistent rate, so I've decided now I just need to start making videos. I don't need to put pressure to make them, necessarily that good or polished. Not that they really were before, but I just need to make stuff and have fun with it and not worry about it being even that good. I will then immediately contradict that by saying this video is a little worse, lower quality than I was even meaning for this new perspective that I'm going into. But we'll fix it. We'll fix it next time. Anyway, I'm making some fantasy creatures. I wanted to make like a race that is analogous to orcs, but is really different from orcs. There's some great YouTube channels. Monster Garden did this really awesome like dwarf redesign, and then Amonza Gwyn does this really cool orc redesign where it's like a bunch of different versions of orcs. Check out this guy's sick tattoo. That's a SpongeBob reference, by the way. Anyway, those are cool videos, and they're linked below in the description. And yeah, check them out. But let's see, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, these orcs. Um, they're not really orcs. They're called Kabir. I don't really know where I came up with that name, but it's what it is. And they've gone through several different iterations. And this is the latest. So here you can see I'm working on these weird like head horny growths. Oop, I wish I didn't say it like that. Horn growths. And my idea with these is like with a duck-billed dinosaur, um, their sinuses are long and they can use them to make like trumpety noises that carry great distances. If you didn't know, that's what it seems like duck-billed dinosaurs is. Nope, duck-billed dinosaur faces. That's why they're like that. That was a rough sentence. Anyway, these guys, to me, like orcs are like so often just like big green men, and to some degree, these designs that I've been cooking up, this latest iteration of the Kabir, um, is still like that. Like I'm not super happy with their full body, but I like their faces more. I tried to keep some elements that were orcish, like the underbite and the big tusk-like canines, but then obviously I went really far, uh, you know, in other directions with the weird sinus head growths, the nose like being incorporated almost into the brow ridge. Yeah, I just wanted them to look way less human, and I want them to like almost be so inhuman that they like couldn't be capable of human speech in on like a physiological level, even though intelligence wise they are perfectly capable. Um, and that leads into another um, point that I wanted to keep in mind with this design. I want these to, embody the orc, which is like the big, strong, warlike human. But rather than just being like, the caricatures that orcs are, like stupid and violent by nature, these here are like uniquely suited, or at least better suited to enact violence than humans. And maybe violence is like, part of their culture, but it certainly does not define them. They are complex creatures with complex societies and culture, the same way, human societies are complex. I didn't draw any of their clothing, but they do wear clothes. They make art. They craft things in the world building. They are like great metalsmiths. You can see in those nipple rings are very well crafted. Yeah, they attribute their like sort of like dominance to the use of tools and weapons like this throwing spear. And so in many of the cultures there's very strict etiquette around like posture of your arms. Like if you um raise your arms like above, like chest height, that's very threatening. When you hand when one Kabir would hand something to another Kabir, um, if they're on like more of an even social playing field, they just hand it sort of like underhand, low, maybe like hip height, and they would grasp each other's hands fully before passing it to another. And if you're handing something to somebody like above you socially, or that you're not familiar with, or that you're, you know, showing more respect to, you would fully place the object on the ground and allow them to walk over and grab it. Um, Things like that, like their clothing would restrict the range of motion of their arms if it's like formal clothing. Um, yeah, so that's just a little sneak peek into these guys. I just wanted to do something quick and just get it out there and have fun with it. So, anyway, thanks for freaking watching. I'm going to drop in a little thank you to my patrons. Thank you, Sam James, Annie, Hannah, Lucas Yanatelli, Charles Mullenix, T. Mesnick, and Will James. Your support means everything to me, and I couldn't do this without you. At the end, yeah. See you next time. Oh, and one more thing. Sorry that like the most interesting parts of this drawing, like the detailed faces and stuff, I don't have footage of. You can plan something out, but you can't idiot-proof forgetting to press the record button. All right, goodbye for real now. Bye bye.